Morocco has become the first Arab country to sign an open military agreement with Israel. No other Arab country has yet agreed to take such an overt step. Egypt, Jordan, and other Arab countries have very secretive military relations with the occupation state. Israeli-Moroccan cooperation began in the 1960s, based on what was known at the time as the common threats faced by both parties, at the forefront of which was Egypt led by Gamal Abdel Nasser. Israel helped Morocco in many ways against what they considered to be another common enemy, Algeria. In addition, the secret migration of Jews from Morocco to Israel was organized, which helped to bring the two countries closer and strengthen security relations. The Mossad spy agency has led in cooperation with Morocco, because it is responsible for relations with countries with which Israel does not have diplomatic relations. From the 1970s onwards, King Hassan, the father of the current Moroccan monarch, worked as a secret mediator between Israel, Egypt, Syria, and the Palestine Liberation Organization. Israel also helped Morocco fight the Polisario Front in Western Sahara. The previous U.S. administration sought to promote recognition of the annexation of Western Sahara by Morocco, but was unsuccessful. Unlike other Arab countries, keeping relations secret for a long time was not only the result of common interests, but also because of Moroccan Jews living in Israel. The beginnings of the first official diplomatic relations between Israel and Morocco date back to 1995, after the signing of the Oslo Accords. These relations were severed after the outbreak of the Aqsa Intifada in 2000, but were restored with the signing of normalization agreements between Israel and the UAE and Bahrain last year. At that time, King Mohammed VI was persuaded to take this step, not only because of the precedent set by the Gulf states, but also due to the promise of U.S. recognition of Moroccan sovereignty over Western Sahara. At the end of 2020, many political agreements were signed between Rabat and Tel Aviv, bilateral working groups were formed, and many political, military, and security visits were made. These involved Israeli Minister of Defense Benny Gantz, Foreign Minister Yair Lapid, and the Director General of his ministry, Alon Oshbus, as well as others. Many civil society activities took place. As a measure of what the two sides called a warm peace, it is clear that Israeli-Moroccan relations have gone beyond the trial phase. It is no secret that Israel's interest lies in signing an open military agreement with Morocco, to be another pillar strengthening its relations and position in the Middle East in the face of Iran. The army and Mossad are responsible for this, and want to develop independent contact with the security forces in Morocco, and expand their strategic military dialogue. Maybe Morocco also wants to confront Algeria, which supports the Polisario fighting for independence in Western Sahara. Stay tuned for the latest news.